Today I'm going to be talking about some of the reasons why I decided to quit YouTube full time and learn how to become a web developer. It wasn't an easy decision for me to make, and I know some of y'all going to be like, whoa, heck, whoa, hold on. You're not going to be doing YouTube no more? Not exactly. I'm just not going to be doing it as full time as I am right now, right? And I'm just going to talk about some of the reasons why I decided to make the switch into being a web developer. First reason why I decided to make the switch from being a YouTuber into being a web developer is I needed something new and fresh to indulge in, right? I had a routine that I kept doing every day. Like a lot of you guys see me, I was making a lot of sturdy dance videos, dance tutorials, and there was a point in time when I was just getting really bored of making the same thing over and over. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, even though it was producing a certain kind of results, it was positive results and feedback, it just didn't speak to me. Like I didn't hate, that's a strong word. Whoa. I didn't like that I was doing the same thing over and over. I was getting bored. I wasn't entertained by it. I didn't have any enthusiasm to do it. Like I would wake up some days and be like, I gotta do another dance tutorial. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not speaking of all the dance tutorials. I'm speaking of like sturdy dance tutorials to be specific because I know you guys really like that and a lot of you guys found me because of sturdy dance tutorials. And I'm gonna talk about like the pigeonhole that I kind of shoved myself in as a result of just focusing on one type of dance. And now everyone expects me to kind of do this one dance that I just outgrew and can only do so many tutorials on, but people still want to see more dance tutorials on something that I've overtaught. Like, there's only so many sturdy dance moves that you can make and see and do. If you watch the sturdy offs, right, they practically do the same moves over and over with a few flips and their own twist to it. That makes it interesting, but overall, it's usually the same few moves that you see that I've covered time and time again years ago, but somehow I'm still making these videos because if I deviate and try to make anything else like a hip hop dance move tutorial or like something that is not in the eye of everybody that's like in your face, like hips, or something that's more like a popping or a waving or something, a tutorial, or something that I actually care about, like a backflip tutorial, front flip, then it won't be received the same way. And that in itself, just like having to do one type of content the entire time, is just like very mundane. And I am a person that's very like, I like to do so many different things. Like one day I want to play a racing game, one day I want to make music, one day I want to do that, one day I want to do this. One day I want to animate something, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not the best animator, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing around. Just showing you how much my brain fluctuates and how I like to do multiple things. I feel like humans are meant to be creative and do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? If we were to do one routine the entire time, I think we get bored very quickly, you know what I'm saying? So just diving into the whole web development thing and sacrificing some of my YouTube energy, my focus on YouTube, and switching it to web development it's very scary, and I don't know where I'm gonna end up. So I'm just gonna apply myself. I always talk to the Most High every day and be like, I hope this is something that benefits me in the future, and I hope I'm not wasting my time by making this switch. The beautiful thing is it's a part-time fellowship, and it's not something that I had to indulge my whole being into, even though I know web development is not being a web developer is not easy at all, right? There's a bunch of languages, React, JavaScript, HTML, that you have to learn, memorize the applications, and just be overall effective in that field. But yeah, it's a whole new field. It's different, totally different from me dancing, and But if you know anything about me, everyone knows that I'm very like much in front of the computer a lot, right? I play a lot of video games. I used to make web developers websites on Wix and other free website services that I made in the past. But anyways, back to the video, right? that's my first reason. I just need something new, and I hate just the same mundane routine of sturdy dance, dish, boom, bow, bow, right? And yeah, the second reason is YouTube is very unpredictable, right? Right? So 1 month you could be making 20,000, as y'all saw in my last video. Next month you could be making 6,000. Like, it fluctuates that much. That's a life-changing amount of fluctuations. Now, if I was able to keep that 20,000, that'd be different. But I can't because I have to pay my taxes, right? 30% of whatever I make has to go straight to the government, right? So I don't keep that entire 20,000, but 26, 30% of that, still a good chunk. But life, you got rent, car, this, that, third. You want to live life too. So some of that money has to go away. But just on the mere fact that you could go from 20,000 to 6,000, and as you may know, if anyone is not blind to my channel, you've seen that the numbers have been really high and really low some days, right? And that fluctuation is enough for me to be like, hold on, this is a little scary. I have good amount saved up, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm talking about career-wise. Like, I don't want to rely on something that just goes up and down like this. That's in any entrepreneurial journey, right? But the thing about this YouTube in general and just content creation in general is, if you're just relying on AdSense, which is advertising, money from advertising, the money can fluctuate at any time, right? If you're not someone that's like a Kai Cenat or a King Sid or a Dashi or someone like that, where you could constantly pull in, people like 100,000 baseline, and you making like dance videos. Like, dance videos do not get a lot of traction because it is not something that is widely looked at and like cared for as much as prank videos and smash or pass and the regular stuff. Like, I don't make videos like that because I'm personally not interested in making videos like that. Like, I won't mind collabing with other people and making like being a part of somebody's smash or pass, like just for giggles. But me making that type of videos is not my type of style. I've been leaning more towards these type of videos where I'm like talking to the camera. Like, I like making videos like that. But it's hard to come from dance tutorials to just sitting in front of you guys and talking, because a lot of them is gonna be like if you've seen my YouTube analytics, a lot of people have been unsubscribing because they're like, bro, I need you to get sturdy or dance. What are you doing right now? Why are you talking? I don't know why are you talking? I'm not allowed to talk. I'm not allowed to have multiple interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Hold on. I didn't know I was just a dancer. You know what I'm saying? I know I branded myself to be that way, so I take fault for that as well. But this is just me being human. I have multiple interests outside of dancing. I love to dance. Love it. With every fiber in my being. You know what I'm saying? But I am not just that. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? So I have multiple different things that I like to do. So right now I'm in the phase of, okay, I'm going to make dance tutorials that are based on moves that I've discovered or moves that I actively want to teach you guys about. Or if I want to think of an idea 20 New York dance moves that everybody should know. Like, I'll probably make a video on that. Will it get traction? I don't know. But I know I'm likely to get more traction if I do a sturdy video. Guaranteed. Right? Anytime a sturdy off comes out, I usually make a video because you guys like it. So I just do it to kind of, compromise. So you guys can, get your coins too. But yeah, the unpredictability of, sometimes you'll get a month where you make this amount of money, and then over here you make this amount of money is just like crazy to me. So the fluctuation is not healthy. It's anxiety inducing. And just being a web developer and knowing that and having a regular job would allow me to be less worried about financial stress, because that is a whole nother stress that we don't talk about a lot. Like, financial stress will make somebody go from to, real fast, because unfortunately we are the only things on this planet that need to pay to live. So we got to play by the code and do what we got to do to make ends meet. Right? But yeah, the fluctuations and how unpredictable just being a content creator is very, very, like, you just don't know where you can go. One day you're hot, one day you're not. One day you're hot again, one day you're not. You could be hot, you could be cold for mad long, and then it's hot, and then it'll go fast. It'll go down just as fast. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The third reason I would talk about is like, I feel like even though I'm improving as a content creator, as in like I'm getting better at making thumbnails, I am getting straight to the point. I'm just better at editing, even though I don't edit my videos. I feel like I do a very good job with talking on camera, and like my humor is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be like, oh my God, this guy's so funny. He's the only dance tutorials I watch because he's funny and his energy is like lit. You know what I mean? So I know I've gotten way better, because if you see my first video, you know what I'm saying, it was so cringy. Like, I can't even watch it. So I think some of my videos are cringy now, but I couldn't watch them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm just cringy in general. But I'm like a good kind of cringe. You know, like I'll crack a corny joke and you'll laugh at it because it's like, okay, it's coming from me. You know what I mean? You kind of expect it after a while. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like as you get better at making YouTube videos, it kind of doesn't correlate. So you can make better videos, titles, and this, that, and third. Like, you could get better as a dancer. Like, say if you're a dance YouTube creator, right? You get better and teach more valuable things, but at the same time, your views won't, like, it won't match. For example, right? If I drop a video on, I gotta use it again, Sturdy, right? Sturdy is guaranteed to get any, like, a good amount of views, at least 5,000 views, baseline 10,000 views. That's 600,000 subscribers. Crazy. I thought after like 100K, like, you will get a steady baseline at least 10,000, 50,000 views per video. But they changed it to where, like, they changed the algorithm so much that you can't master the platform, right? You have to cater to people, like an audience that is always changing, which is not a bad thing, but it's like, it makes it really hard to grasp. Like, you think one day you get a video that does so well, and then the next video is like trash, views wise. It could be the best video that you thought you produced, right? There's plenty of times where if you know you're a content creator, you're like, yo, this video is fire, this heat. It's the best video. You spent 2 weeks on the video, right? You drop that John, that video is the worst performing video of the month, right? But you like, I think I'm done with this. I'm throwing in the towel, right? Meanwhile, you just wake up one day and just see, oh, this video looks funny. Let me just do a video on that. No effort, no edit, throw on the camera, press start, right? Perfect example of that video idea is 30 off videos, right? It's no effort, right? No effort videos, and those videos do really well. Right? I just press record, watch the videos, crack a few jokes, get hype, they go crazy. But when I actually put effort into a video, like put, research, boom, bow, bing, bow, bing, I go add lighting, thumbnail, bow, boom, video gets no views, right? So it's like the effort you put into a YouTube video doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get a viral video or a video that performed well. You know what I'm saying? At least not in my niche. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in my niche, like dancing, a lot of it rides on like the wave of like hype and what song is lit, what dance is lit, what everyone is looking at right now. It's either that or you gotta have something that is like mind blowing. Like, that is really hard to produce though. I'm not saying it's easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had some I believe some mind blowing videos on my channel, but I feel like a lot of the success that I've had on my channel is basically me positioning myself to be lucky. So, for example, when I seen that everybody started getting sturdy around me, I said, hold on, this is kind of lit. Let me make a sturdy dance tutorial. Just off of the thought, just off of intuition. I was like, it might pop off because everyone's doing it right now. I did it. Boom. Channel reaches new heights. I get 1,000 subscribers every day. Wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Another example, I Just Wanna Rock, the dance. Drew Jeezy does a dance to it. Everybody in the world is doing it. I knew that it worked for sturdy dance videos, so I'm like, I bet. Mind you, I just turned the camera on for this video, recorded it, low effort, right? And I just knew that the topic, I Just Wanna Rock dance, is something that is highly looked out for right now. And I said, let me make a video on that, and let's see if I could replicate the same kind of views that I've replicated for the sturdy dance videos when that was trending. And guess what? The same thing happened again, right? So I recognized that there was a pattern. The reason why my dance tutorials before wasn't working was because I was making a bunch of dance tutorials on moves that people didn't care about. Like, they didn't care about hip-hop dance moves. They cared about the TikTok dance moves, right? Not all of the TikTok dance moves, just specific ones. You got the I Just Wanna Rock, the sturdy dance. You got the baby come down, Rema calm down. They cared about that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain dances that people care about. At a point in time, they care about the Dougie, the jerk, right? So it's like the amount of effort you put into a video doesn't make your like, even though you put a lot of effort into a video, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get a lot of views, right? Even though it could be a bomb video, if it's on the wrong topic, it doesn't matter. Like, no one cares about it. Your video is going right there. All that effort under the table because simply because you focused on the wrong topic, right? That's why I'll be like, there's a large luck factor that YouTubers do not talk about, right? You gotta know what's going on around you. I guess a part of that is like doing audience research as well. Like, especially in a dance niche, if you don't, it's so hard to make money as a dancer in general because music is copyrighted. So 100% of the revenue is not yours. You're not getting paid for a dime if you're on the internet trying to dance to your favorite song, right? Especially if, like, the baby just dropped a new song. I don't know if you could dance with lean. I mean, to get up with the hands on the knees. If I made a dance video to that song right now, even though I know it's gonna go crazy, if I make a dance video with mad amount of people with it, I'm not making a single dollar off that video because of the YouTube copyright rules and regulations. You cannot monetize videos with popular artist songs. Them labels do not like that. They take 100% of the revenue, right? I had videos in the past, Lil Nas X, right? That had 1 million views. Bandit. A lot of you guys know me from the Bandit video. 5 million views. I made not $1 off that video. I've been making dance videos that went viral since I was in middle school. If I had received a penny from any of those videos, I would have been good by now. You know what I'm saying? But I just started seeing some revenue from what I've been doing for 10 years because I switched to making dance tutorials. But say if I was in another niche and I was still doing YouTube back when, like, the same way, getting the same numbers, I would have been good by now. I would have been Himothy. I'm still Himothy because it's not easy being a dance YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? It is one of the hardest niches on YouTube because we rely on music to dance. That's literally, you dance to music. Unless you make your own music and then dance to that, you know what I'm saying? That's different. Like, I've tried doing that, but it doesn't receive the same kind of love because, like I said before, if you're not on the right topic, like if you're not riding the wave of like a Lil Nas X, like of a popular singer or artist, it's gonna be very hard for you to get a certain amount of views because of the way that the algorithm is now. It's not based on how many people you got subscribed to. It's based on how many people, what they're watching. So based on their watch history, that's what YouTube will recommend them. So you can subscribe to all your favorite YouTubers. You will never see not one of their videos if you're watching different type of videos. Unless you're watching straight videos from the people that you're subscribed to, you will never see their videos. I promise you. I have 600,000 subscribers, and not a lot of people get my notifications because there's a subscription box that's on the left side of the screen, and people don't click on that, right? And that's not your fault. It's by design. The algorithm wants the job of YouTube is to have people stay on the platform for as long as they want them to make the most money. So with that being said, YouTube is like the new For You page, right? Whatever they're watching at that given time, they're like, oh, he's interested in that, she's interested in that. Boom, watch this video next. It's not gonna, just because you subscribe to me doesn't mean you're gonna see my videos. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do appreciate it though. So let's not get that over our heads. You know what I'm saying? So that is the third reason, right? Hold on, let me see. Shopping is complete. I bet. The fourth reason, I just want to talk about knowing when to let go. Like, there's gonna be a time in your life, in everybody's life, everyone has to experience something like this, where it's like everyone's like, "Oh, don't quit, don't never quit." I understand that, but there has to be a time when you know that it's like, I don't think this is working out. Not saying that my YouTube channel isn't working out. It's working out. Hold on. It's working out, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to solely rely on my YouTube channel based on the way that it fluctuates and all the reasons that I provided you with before. So I'd rather do something that I am also passionate in, which is web development, you know, and go into the unknown and risk in an actual career that has a sense of stability and that will offer me, I know that if, you know what I'm saying, I were to get a job as a junior web developer, that I would be in a better place mentally. Not saying that I'm not happy right now. I'm pretty happy. I feel like I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But I would love that, to be able to do YouTube and be a junior web developer. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I used to have the mindset like, yeah, if I'm going to be a YouTuber, I just got to be a YouTuber. That's it. I can't do nothing else, right? Or I'm going to be a lame. Like, nah, bro, I'm still cool. I'm still cool if I want to be a web developer and a YouTuber at the same time. There's a lot of people that do that. There's web developers on YouTube that teach you how to become a web developer. Ain't that crazy, right? But I could still be an awesome dancer and still be a web developer. You know what I'm saying? I could still be a dancer and still be a nurse. I could still be a dancer and be a policeman if I wanted to be, a police officer if I wanted to be. Like, it doesn't take away from the fact that I can still dance or still be I still am a YouTuber. Like, it doesn't take away from that. So just that mindset shift, and just me saying that right now just brings a large lift off my shoulders. It just feels good to know that I'm not just a YouTuber. Like, I was putting that pressure on myself too. You know what I'm saying? And also, part of it was I didn't want to let you guys down and be like, damn, son, Lord had quitting on us to go do a job, bro. You going back to the 9 to 5. No. The way I look at 9 to 5s is, a 9 to 5 is like a Walmart, Target, where they underpay you and you can't get an apartment or something. You still need more money to have fun and meet basic needs. That's my definition of a 9 to 5, right? 9 to 5s that underpay you, I'm not for. I don't respect it. I don't even know that. Why are we getting underpaid in general? If we're working, there should be a stamped, in the ideal world, we should be able to work a job, one job, and be able to afford everything that we need: food, shelter, clothes, boom, 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 right? Or there shouldn't be the idea of money at all. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. I know some of y'all gonna feel funny about that, but that's my point of view. I don't understand why we are the only species on this planet that have to pay to live. Like, that is just crazy to me, right? But I just, knowing that I don't have to just be a YouTuber, and that I can have I know how much money I'm guaranteed to have, and that I know that if I put more time into being a web developer and studying web development, that I could upgrade to a senior web developer and make this amount of cash. Not saying that life is about money, because I could give a rat's ass about money, right? But we need it, you know what I'm saying, to survive. So more is always awesome, because you can buy more experiences and share more memories and, you know, help your loved ones. And it's a tool at the end of the day that you can use to upgrade and lift those around you and give other people opportunities, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's definitely like the thought of me, like in a year or by next summer, that I'll be like in a whole different field. Is just like, it's liberating, you know? And just the fact that I took that step to you know, go in another direction into the unknown. I don't know what the hell is going to happen in this road, right? You know what I'm saying? Just like I didn't know what was going to happen on this road. You know what I'm saying? Is I commend myself and I celebrate that because it's not easy just telling yourself and not having any external force like, hey man, you should do this. Like this was all a decision I made for myself. And so I celebrate. Every time I have a small win, I go out to the club, I go park, I make sure to celebrate because I didn't have that on the way up, right? I just started celebrating all my wins this year. I've never celebrated so much, right? It looks like I'm not working at all, but I am, right? But it's like I've grown to appreciate everything around me, and I know that this life ain't permanent. So I'm gonna do my best to also enjoy it and not just be a workaholic as well. And I feel like being a web developer is gonna allow me to do that as well, since I know I'm gonna be working remotely, and take your time, Hat. I could kind of have time to really map out how I'm gonna approach a specific problem or project in web development because I have friends. Shout out to the engineer who are software engineers. That's a similar field, right? And they have a lot of free time. It looks like they don't work, but they do, right? I'm like, bro, when do you work? I'll be working, but they be outside, like having a good time, making six figures. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. So, and just having that power to be able to not worry about finances and having a valuable skill that everything is AI and this, that, and for in the world now. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying, AI is great if it's used in a ethical take your time, G, right? AI is great when it's used ethically, but when it starts being used for other things like to toy with people's voices, and you can do so much with that, but then it's like, okay, I'm not for AI because, AI has I have mixed feelings about AI and stuff like that. But when it comes to like, okay, coming up with ideas and like, yeah, you know what I mean? That's different. But yeah, that's the video for today, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any tips about web development and like how should I approach it? Should I be afraid? Because I start like next week pretty soon, and if you guys want to update on like my web developer journey, I'd love to make a video on that. I love you guys so much, and we out of here, no.